what is clawing, should you be doing it, and then a mini rant about how gear really doesn't matter. The idea with the claw is to have your right hand in a firmly planted position that never really changes. The right index finger hangs over the face buttons, the right thumb stays over the right thumbstick, and your middle finger is the one doing the shooting. Benefits here, all of the face button presses are done with your right index finger, so this thumb never leaves the right control stick, which in a first-person shooter is absolutely huge. Whenever I'm needing to do an ability, if I'm needing to reload, swap a weapon, crouch, toggle some sort of maneuverability option, it keeps my thumb planted on the right stick at all times. In comparison, if I'm doing a traditional grip and I'm playing and I'm shooting, I have to remove my thumb and hit X and then bring it back. Well, if you're doing complex jumps and you are doing like high-end stuff, it's helpful to keep that thumb on the right stick. It's easier while I'm jumping through the air to be able to keep my thumb on the right stick at all times, instead of what if I need to jump, dash in the air or something. Or a great example, using Twilight Garrison, I double tap B so I can move around this Vandal kind of a thing. So check this out, if I have to jump, dash, and then get my thumb back on the control stick, I'm missing valuable time that I could be using that right thumbstick to aim. If this was a game of Trials and I needed to do that and then just pop the guy, I really don't want to be taking that right thumb off the stick. So should you be clawing? I think so, unless you already have a SCUF with paddles or an Xbox One Elite controller. There's really no downside to clawing, and there are the advantages of keeping that right thumb firmly planted and faster, more responsive button presses on the face. But it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to that grip, and for some, it might be uncomfortable, like for me. Here's the thing though, the claw doesn't work for everybody. It's really uncomfortable for me to leave my hand in this position for a long time. Got really big hands. I can pretty much eat this controller with one hand, and holding this for longer than 30 minutes really starts hurting my joints. So even though I know the claw offers a lot of advantages, I have a hard time playing that style. It also takes a while to get used to the accuracy difference, because the leverage point is a little bit different when you are lifting your hand up like this. So I do pull into the claw when I'm playing at times, but I can't hold that position all the time. It just hurts too bad. Nowadays, you have controllers like the SCUF and the Xbox One Elite that have the paddles on the back. Now, you'll notice I'm playing just on a standard Xbox One controller. I've never purchased a SCUF or an Xbox Elite. I think they're really cool, and someday I may like to get one. But I remember when I was growing up and I was racing bikes, those of you guys who watch my channel know I've ridden and raced for many years. I was on a team and there was this kid who had very little money and just had total garbage equipment, like absolute bottom barrel, horrible mountain bike, pretty terrible road bike. And I just remember that guy would show up to our local group rides. He'd show up to the highest tier of it, and he would be on an old, like 20-year-old road bike that had frame shifters. That means you don't even shift on the handlebars. You have to reach down to the frame. There's a lever on the frame that you have to click over. And this is a kid who's racing and riding against professional level dudes, and he just went hard. The equipment that he had, he rode harder than anybody I've ever known, and he trained so strong on a bunch of old equipment that most people have been like, nah, you can't really use that. He made it work, dude. He overcame the equipment because of the effort and time and practice he put in. It was not a roadblock for him. And he's gone on to become one of the most successful professional cyclists. It's so cool, at least in the US. And so it's just a great story and reminder, gear does not matter. Okay, while you may be thinking, well, I need an Elite or a SCUF, you don't need an Elite or a SCUF, and nor do you even need to claw. Yes, claw offers lots of benefits and really no downsides other than maybe some discomfort and the time it takes to get used to it. But you can get good on any setup virtually. As long as you keep that mindset, you're going to have a great experience when you're out there practicing. And it's not going to be this, I'm playing on a TV. I can't be as strong as the guy who's got Astros, who's got a super sweet monitor, or who's got an Xbox One Elite or a SCUF. That's not true. There's so much room to improve on just standard equipment. So that'll do it on today's video about the claw and a bit of a gear rant. Thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know with a like, and if you want to see more tip videos like it, subscribe to the channel for more. Have a great weekend in America. Happy 4th. Have a fun holiday, and we'll see you soon.